What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching Car Inside. It's time for another qualifying breakdown. CFix heads up to New Hampshire. As you can see here, this is the settings I use for my hot lap. 14:1 steering ratio plus 3 offset. That gets the wheel perfectly to center here. 60% brake biased. Again, I will say, as I always do, this is all personal preference. I will probably run a 14:1 for the race. Might venture up to a 16:1 for a couple of races, but this is primarily probably going to be what I run for the race as well. First lap is going to be a throwaway lap. Don't really want to get any surface temperature on those tires, don't want to slide them, so we're just staying in fourth gear here. Be ready to shift, get a lot better run off the corners if you're shifting here at this track. If you don't like shifting, then, well, bad news for you. Setting up for our hot lap, which will be on the second lap, coming into turn 3 here, I just kind of brake around the same point that we will be for our hot lap. Just rolling in here in fourth gear, staying up top, looking for this green light, and that's kind of going to be our entry point to build up momentum. You want to stay up near the top, carry as much speed as you can down the front stretch. Braking point, you're going to be looking for this number 2 marker here. Right when you get to 2, you start dragging the brake. I start pressing the applying brake before I'm completely off the throttle, dragging the brake, trail braking through the corner. One thing that I always say is use that gearbox to help the truck rotate, and I usually try to shift early to help me slow down, but this is one place that I have found personally that if I shift early, it kills way too much speed. So you kind of want to roll the center, and right when you're getting back on the throttle is when you want to downshift. And you can see I'm still on the brake, and right when I start to apply the throttle, that's when I shift. And then I drive up off the corner. Right as I'm approaching the wall, I shift back to fourth. Same thing going into turns 3 here. I'm looking for this 2 mark. I start applying the brake before I lift. Kind of aiming down here toward this white line. 3 is it's a little harder to find your pickup spot for your throttle. I've noticed it's kind of around this New Hampshire sign here, but there's a lot of blank walls. It's kind of hard to explain the reference point to use in 3 and 4, but it's somewhere between this this New Hampshire sign and like this access road. But things are happening so fast here with the shifting and everything, it's kind of hard to pick up on those points. It's mainly a feel that you have to go for, and feel the truck rotating. You can see I'm just barely in the throttle, giving it enough gas to keep it rotating. We're really not fully back in it until we're kind of straightening up, and that is a 30.163. Well, I'll let you watch this lap again through in real time. Braking at the 2, aiming for this white line down here. Kind of roll up through the center, back down, shift it back to fourth, braking at the 2, aiming for the white line, rolling up just a hair to the outer white line, and back down. So you're kind of diamonding the corners. It kind of reminds you of the line that you would run, kind of a hybrid of Gateway and IRP in a way. But that is my hot lap at a 30.163. I'm not going to lie, it did take me quite a few times to get that hot lap. I'm probably going to be very inconsistent here. This is not a track that I particularly favor. I struggle at this one. I don't enjoy this track too awful much, so there's kind of a disconnect there. So you'll probably see me struggling as the week goes on. We'll just see how everything unfolds. But I feel like that's a pretty decent lap. I think it'll be competitive for a pole in most splits. Probably going to see some guys top that pretty easily. I'm not the best here, but I think it's a pretty good reference point and something to go by that you would see towards the front of every field in qualifying. So I really appreciate the support and all the feedback that I get doing these qualifying breakdowns. You guys are the reason that I keep doing them, so keep liking those videos. Please keep liking those videos. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. But as always, thank you guys for watching Car Inside, and we'll see you next time.